Hello, welcome to my bookshelf, and today I'm really excited to do this, I guess, unboxing video. Basically, this is gonna be like a really small haul. I recently posted a normal sized haul for me like a week ago for November, but books have come in the mail for me from a couple different sources, so I just wanted to kind of include them now because couple of these books are going to be on my December TBR, so obviously I want to like show them to you before they just like magically appear in my TBR. So let's just get started. The first book is going to require some explanation. Another fabulous booktuber, Leah from Leah and 26 Letters. She's awesome, and she recently came up with this idea for a giveaway, which is really cool. So basically, she decided it would be a good idea to, have this giveaway for books that she has recently rated 5 stars. So basically, it's just like a way for her to like encourage other people to read these books that she absolutely loves and she wants to share with the world. And I honestly just thought this was a really cool idea. And I had to like enter into the giveaway and I won, which is really cool. So I don't know what it is about giveaways, but I've been lucky so far in the last couple months. But anyway, so I'm going to unbox it for you. So it came in the mail the other day. And so, yeah, obviously I know what book it is, but I'm gonna, leave the suspense a little bit longer. I have a knife because, it's not exactly easy to open. Oh gosh. Wow. The postal service makes it like difficult to open, which is probably good. It's not gonna just like randomly open in shipping. And now, ooh, there's actually something else in here too, which I'm gonna wait a second. So we have the book, which is way bigger than I thought it was, which is This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. And if you don't know, she sadly has passed away now, but she had cancer, and John Green and her, they had this like correspondence and friendship towards the end of her life, and she made a really big impact on him, and she more or less is kind of the inspiration for A Fault in Our Stars, to talk about someone who has cancer and things like that. Not that like Hazel is like Esther, but just like this idea of this person who went through so much, with this cancer diagnosis, and he wanted to talk about someone as strong as Esther in a book, in a fictional book. So it was kind of like it's an inspiration to write about that topic. Obviously, it's not like Esther, but Esther, I think this like is like compiled of like letters and just things that she wrote, obviously when she was alive before she passed, in this awesome collection, which is really big actually. I never knew that. And so there's like lots of pictures and things in here too. Like, yeah, this is just really cool. This is way cooler than I thought it was already. Just like the way that it's set up. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this. I'm going to try to read this in December. Nay, I will read this in December. No try. There is no try. And yeah, and obviously, because this is a 5-star rating for Leah, like I'm really excited, to read it myself. I'm sure it's gonna be really good. And I'm just so happy and so thankful. So like shout out to Leah and 26 Letters. You're awesome. So yeah, I realized something fell out of this book. So she also like did a little note for me in there too on like Fantastic Beasts stationery, which is so cool. She's just awesome. I've just become like even a bigger fan of hers. And there's also something else in here too, which I'm gonna guess is a candle. And it is, oh my gosh. So it's called Orange Creamsicle by Our Own Candle Company. Oh my gosh, I've never had one of these before. I only ever get like generic candles like, at Walmart or things like that. There's a warning on it. Never leave candle unattended. Burn candle on non-flammable surface. Keep wick trimmed and centered. I'm gonna smell, ooh, that smells so good. Yeah, it's got this like fancy thing holding the wig up. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is just amazing. Oh my gosh. This is like the coolest unboxing ever. I am so beyond thankful. Okay. Wow. So these next books are not going to top that at all. That is definitely the best part of this video. But moving right along, basically I bought some books on Thrift Books for like Cyber Monday, that kind of thing. They had a deal going on, which like it was supposed to get like a certain percent, I think it was like 20% off or something, but it was only for books that weren't already on sale, and I wanted it to be cheap. And so basically ended up not using the Cyber Week like code. And I just bought 3 books because there's always a deal when you buy, you know, more than one of these like cheaper books. There's like an extra deal on it, so I did that. I think it's like 3 books for 12 bucks or something like that. The first book that I got is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I apologize. First off, I really like this cover. But yeah, I recently read The Kite Runner and was just blown away by it. I don't know why I never read it before. It's just so good. I know a lot of people say it's really good, but I guess, I don't know why, but I just like didn't take that seriously, and so I never read it, but it's good. You should read it. So I wanted to read more from him, and yeah. I think this also takes place in Afghanistan. The Kite Runner does, for sure. So I'm assuming, I think it is set in Afghanistan as well, at least for part of it. Like, The Kite Runner is not completely set in Afghanistan, but I would say like at least half of the book is. So yes, I'm excited to read more from him and to see if I like all of his books, you know, like maybe I'll be a new like huge fan. We'll see. So there's that. The next book I have is Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. I've never read this book before. Obviously, it's a classic. And actually, it's so funny. My family back home is Wisconsin, in case you don't know. My aunt and my cousin, they're reading this book for school. My cousin's homeschooled, and so like this was like a requirement because my aunt absolutely loves this book. Anyway, so they're like reading it, and she's like encouraging other family members to read it too, and I was like, I want to get on this train. I love reading, so yeah, let's read this book. I've never read it. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about it other than it, you know, takes place during slavery in the United States, so obviously not exactly like the best time in the world, but I've heard from my family that it's really good, so I'm interested to see if I like it myself. So I plan to read it in December as well. Just because, you know, I'll actually be meeting up with my family members who have read this, and we can have like a book discussion over Christmas, which I think will be just so cool because my family are not like big readers, to be honest. So this is like a really exciting opportunity, and I want to take it. So there's that. And then the last book is just like a book I've heard a lot about, but I've never read it, and it is The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and Other Clinical Tales by Oliver Sacks. Oliver Sacks, I want to get this right, he's a professor of clinical neurology. So, you know, this has to do, like, these are real clinical stories, you know, of like real cases that he's dealt with. And, you know, being a psychology major, like this, Oliver Sacks, like this specific book has come up multiple times when talking about certain like neurological issues, you know, like problems that can happen in your brain, usually based off of some kind of like head trauma. Sometimes like certain parts of your brain will, you know, be damaged, and then like really interesting things will happen. For instance, like the man who mistook his wife for a hat, which is really unfortunate on so many levels. But yeah, so I've heard a lot about it, and I've always wanted to read it. I have other books from Oliver Sacks, but I've never actually read any of them yet. I really love psychology, and I love reading about it, so I'm just like really excited to read them, but I haven't actually done it yet. So maybe I'll start with this one, because I think this is one of his first books that he wrote, not read. But yeah, so I'm excited to read this book as well. And that is everything. Wow, this ended up being like a way more exciting haul than I thought it was gonna be. And again, I just want to thank you, Leah and 26 Letters. This giveaway is just such an awesome idea, but I like that like you took like the extra like step and like, you know, the little note and the candle, like you didn't have to do that, and you didn't have to do the giveaway at all. Like I'm so thankful. That is such a cool idea. Like we need more, you know, unique ideas out there on YouTube, especially BookTube. So kudos to you. You are awesome. But yeah, so I'm really excited to have these in my collection and to read them soon, hopefully. Alright, so with that, I shall wrap up this video, and I just want to, as always, thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time.